Hi, my name is Liz Hathway and this is my astrological look at this coming week. I want to start by saying Merry Christmas everybody. I hope you're on top of it, because with Mercury square Neptune, if you're not, you're going to be maybe running into a few problems tomorrow. I find that Mercury square Neptune on Christmas Day a little bit disconcerting, I have to say. But on the other hand, we do know that Neptune is very much related to escapism. So I guess many of us by the end of the evening will be, a little bit worse for wear. This is a kind of a, let's get really Christmas jolly, let's knock back a few more G&Ts and have a good time. Because Mercury's in Sag and a lot of the planets at the moment are Jupiter ruled. I mean, we have Mars in Pisces, Chiron in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces, all Jupiter ruled. Sun and Mercury, of course, in Sagittarius, which is also Jupiter ruled. So there's definitely this whoopee sort of, a desire at least to, sort of abandon, take off from the ground and just, have a good time, really sort of big it up, which is very much, the spirit of Jupiter. But on the other hand, the end of the year is looming, so we can't completely sort of escape the sort of Saturnian, the sort of reflective looking back at the year ahead. And also very much, certainly with Mars trine the North Node on Friday, we're also kind of looking ahead, looking at, things that we want to change, things that we want to maybe, anchor and, really sort of put top of the list for what we want to do and what we want to achieve in 2019. So really, in that respect, quite an interesting week, because there's a lot of Saturn in its own sign, very grounded, very thorough, very, it's got its borders. It sort of doesn't need, there's one goat on the top of that mountain. That's Capricorn. It can quite happily live in a small sort of confined, structured sort of space, whereas Jupiter, certainly in Sagittarius, is much more, it's like big it up, let's kind of, take off, let's fly, let's, you know what I mean? It's much more, do you want to join in, open the doors, everybody welcome. This is, the conflicting sort of energy that we have, at this moment, particularly because Jupiter's in Sag. So it's a kind of a speedy week in many respects. The moon is, of course, always involved with a lot of aspects, and I'm just sort of now focusing on just a few of the main ones. I say that Friday, when we get to the Mars trine the node and Venus sextile Pluto as well, and with the South Node in Capricorn, it's very much about things that we might have forgotten about ourselves. Things that we put aside, put away. And this can be quite literal. A lot of my friends I see are bringing out, decorations from years ago, or rediscovering things that they forgot they had. And Pluto's about the treasure that's buried deep within. So maybe some of us are remembering and revitalizing things, hobbies or interests, or, just personality traits or qualities that we've kind of not really been drawing on, for a while. And that Venus sextile Pluto is very much about, the tried, the trusted, the forgotten about, the put aside, bringing that, rebreathing it, reanimating it, and bringing things back to life. I really like the energy on Friday, and it's followed on Saturday by Mars conjunct Chiron. Chiron Mars at the moment as well in Pisces. As I said last week, it's very much about the feet, often quite neglected part of the body. And yet, we all know if you've got shoes on that are too tight, nothing else seems to work. So the feet are very important. And Pisces is very much about the movement of the feet, where we go, where we walk, what direction we take, the path we choose. And Mars conjunct Chiron, it's again, I think it's sort of in a way a sort of sweetener and a sort of preparing us for the themes of 2019. And I'm not talking collectively now, I'm talking about on a personal level. Look at where this sort of Mars Chiron conjunction is falling in your chart, because there might be some, a stone in your shoe in this area, something that needs to be addressed and sort it out, you know, for you to take the right next step. So yeah, a really interesting week. I'm going to be coming back later this week. I'm going to be taking a much deeper look at 2019. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I wish I had a glass here because I'd raise it to you. Wishing you all a very Merry Christmas. Speak soon. Bye.